be showing up here any minute now, at which point we can go ahead and get this thing started proper. But up until then, I need to make a few last-minute adjustments to this whole thing. We'll say first of all, I tried to get the kind of score counter showing, but for some reason it's being a little bit wonky today. I'm not really sure why, but you know, whatever. We're just gonna kind of call it out as it goes here. So we actually had 5 entrants for this tournament here. We have AO, Nightmare, Vector, Mr. Cow, and myself that submitted teams. Basically, for those that missed the rules for this particular one, the long and short of it is that this is going to be a test of a new set of rules, actually. This is going to be one where we have, well, functionally no limits on parts, but essentially this is going to be run by a kind of score system of sorts. So the way that we're doing this is essentially the first 4 can be whatever they want. They're essentially shuffled at the last minute, which is what we're about to go and do here. So they're shuffled at the last minute, and yeah, that kind of about sums it up. The 5th spot has to be a blade-only build, and yeah. So let's go ahead and get this thing started. I actually just noticed as far as the layout here, there's a couple things we can improve. In fact, let's just go ahead and slap this over here a little bit. There we go. Then they're just dancing on top of the AC. Let's go ahead and let's see. Where is chat? Chat is over here. We can expand this box a little bit, I think. Make it look a little bit nicer. Sorry for the kind of haphazard start here, but, you know, it is how it is. So, there we are. So first off, we gotta reassign these teams. So essentially what we're gonna do, everyone has put their teams in a certain order, and those first 4 are getting shuffled. So let's see. I have some wheels off on the other side here. We'll get this started. So first of all, here, let's go for sortie order. Funnily enough, it's not really the order that they get put into any kind of sortie. Don't think it really counts as a sortie, but whatever. So first is going to be 2, next is going to be 4, next is going to be 3, and then that leaves 1 and 5. So 5 is always going to be the melee one. So we're going to go ahead and save that team right there. And we're just going to go through and do this for all of them. That way they're all properly shuffled. So we'll just go ahead and save that up here, I think. Let's see, the next one then would be AO, or actually I think we'll go for Vector here because he's next on the list. Let's go over here to Team Sortie Order. Alright, we're going to be starting with 4. Looks like next is going to be, it keeps rolling 4 for some reason, next is going to be 1. Then it looks like we're getting 2 and then 3. And then once this is all done, we're going to be introducing all the teams as soon as folks start arriving and all that kind of thing. Let's go ahead and save that one in the next slot. There we go. But yeah, this should be interesting. So for those unfamiliar with the history of these, by the way, there's generally always been a parts ban whenever we've been doing them, just because there's so many busted parts in this game. So the general idea is that, well, it's a game that's meant to be done in a sort of consecutive format. So essentially, whenever they go into a fight, it's supposed to be like, you know, this guy fights first, then this guy follows up, and this one follows up, and this one follows up, and they keep their ammo and health counts. So the winner gets a little bit back, but they end up going on to the next fight a little bit weaker. So that's the way that it was kind of balanced. That's the way the game's supposed to work, because obviously the AI will jank out every now and then. But unfortunately, that mode is unavailable except for the PS2 version, and specifically, it's the PS2 International Japanese version. There, it's kind of the cream of the crop, as it were, as far as this game functioning. But unfortunately, that is a massive pain to get running. So yeah, there's actually a modding community for that, and all that sort of thing. Which, yeah, is pretty interesting, but unfortunately they only have 1 competition per year. So the point of this one was to see if we can make a similar version on the PSP version that might be a little bit more doable. Unfortunately, I don't have any feedback right now as far as the sound, so hopefully that's not terribly loud. So, you know, we'll see how that works out exactly. Let me go ahead and double check here that the chat is going okay. Weirdly enough, I can't see the chat. What's that about? Not sure why I can't see the chat exactly. There it is. Okay, that's not showing up. Hold on. Let me fix that. Hello, ProCow and Mr. Voctor. Let me get that fixed right here. Yeah, for whatever reason, this thing janked out the second that I went and got it started today. Not really sure why. Let's see here. Let's refresh chat real quick. There, let's go ahead and remove this. Remove chat box. Yes. Let's go ahead and add a new chat box. The new and improved chat box. There we go. Alright. Can't wait to lose, although the Blader made in 5 minutes might not surprise people. I don't know, when I was going through and testing to make sure that they all worked, it seemed to do pretty alright. So I don't really have any ideas on exactly what everybody's capabilities are, but it is something that's been tested mildly. Yeah, let me just go ahead and slap this box over here, refresh its source real quick, and make sure that we're looking good there. Where's that refresh button? Why is stuff gotta move all the time? Hold on 1 second here. There we go, refresh, and let's give that a bit of a test. And there we go. Alright, looks like chat is functioning now. Sorry about that, guys. It just does that sometimes. Alright, so there we go. There is that team all well and lined up, so let's go ahead and save them in. Which one is this? AO? Okay. I believe we just saved AO, right? I believe so. Let me double check here. Yes, we did save AO, so the next one then is going to be Nightmare. Actually, no, it's going to be Cow's Pros. Which, by the way, Mr. Cow, you didn't have an emblem. Mr. Nightmare, you didn't have an emblem. I went ahead and slapped one together for you. Just so that we have that on there. Alright, so next one... Let's see, what order are you guys fighting in? We're going to be looking at 2, 3... looks like 4, and then 1. For anyone wondering what the music is in the background, this is a jazz remix of Legend of Mana, which was linked to me the other day, and oh my goodness, I just love this OST so much. It's just such a great collection. Absolutely loving it. There we go. Let's see, there should be one I modified... Wait, what? Why am I not surprised to see a BS squad? Because there is a decent number of them. What do you mean? Oh, there should have been one. The emblem on there was one of the stock emblems. I just figured there wasn't one entirely. But either way, I just went ahead and matched the little logo you had going on. There we go. Let's adjust this a little bit so it's looking a little better. There we go. And next up... See, calling it now ban bazookas? Well, no. The point of this one is to see if we can have a rule set where we don't have to keep going with all those bans, because every time that there's one ban, there's another ban soon to follow. It's just a frustrating cycle that never ends, and like there always just winds up being one AC that just topples everything else. So I figured with a point system here, we might hopefully be able to finally get around that and maybe do a little bit more freedom with these tournaments, you know? Because that's been the running problem with them. So, okay, next up we got Nightmare, which he also didn't have an emblem, but he's always got that old Nightmare emblem from AC3, so I tried to kind of recreate it using one of the stock emblems here. So we'll see how that goes. So he was fortunate to get a custom emblem that I didn't even ask for. Yeah, that one turned out pretty nice. Turned out pretty nice. Alright, so, let's see, sortie order. And we got number 1. I got number 3, and then we got number 4, and then 2, and then Blade. Which, by the way, personally, if I were to guess, I think, if I'm remembering correctly, I think it was either AO or Nightmare's Blader that seemed like it had the most potential. Actually, no, I think it might have been Cow's. It was there was a Hover Blader that was surprisingly competent. But again, I just wanted to make sure that everybody was functional. Because when I was slapping them together, when I was putting together some of the manual entries there, especially for Nightmare, I think it was, there were a couple of repeat parts, so I went ahead and adjusted it based on what seemed to be implied there. Like, I believe it was the Volute 2 that was used for 2 different ACs, so I gave the basic Volute to the one that seemed to make more sense there. But, alright, so, away we go. So, first things first, let's see who's fighting. So, first 2 competitors here, looks like we got Mr. Cow versus, apparently, yourself. Wow, please stop rolling, Cow. There we go, AO versus Cow. Let's go ahead and get that done. See, basic Volute, best Volute. I mean, if it works, yeah? Alright, so that's all saved in. I just want to make sure you're there. So let's go to the garage. Let's go to literally any of them, and we'll go ahead and get this fight started. So, first things first. Actually, I probably... No, their order is saved on the teams. We'll load them manually. So, let's go ahead and get AO over here. They're the first one on the list. So, AC1, which is going to be Snap, looks like a grenade launcher and cannon. Actually, it looks like just grenade launchers on a quad entirely. Next we got Cow's Pros. And it looks like we got just some guys. So this is the Hydra and Rifle build. Kind of the long-range thing. And now, I did say there would be one of the long-range maps, but I didn't say which one. And you know what? It's Christmas Eve, everybody. We gotta go fight in the snow. So let's go ahead and do this thing. Out of curiosity, how many folks here got snow for this interesting holiday season, which hopefully has been, you know, not exactly chaotic for everybody? No? Too bad. We're fighting in the snow, dang it. This is actually one of the better balanced maps as far as everything goes. There's very few obstacles for everybody to get caught on. Oh, and we're looking at railgun and launcher. Okay. I'd say this is relatively evenly matched, but yeah, definitely would, if I were to put a guess on it, I would probably say just some guy for this one. Alright. Kind of getting pecked away. There's not very many Hydra shots. Most of them seem to be plinking off. He's got pretty decent armor. But that heat's not holding up, and he just got hit by some mines. Yeah, he's getting... No, he's still hanging in there. He's still hanging in there. But yeah, if he runs out of Hydra shots here, this is going to end up changing entirely. Yeah, the Urchin putting in some decent work here. This is an interesting one that Cow's actually submitted before. It's kind of an interesting mix of all ranges. Usually this is one that you don't see... it's running a lot of parts that you don't see work well in this context, but tends to do pretty darn well. Looks like he just had enough Hydras to pull that off. So that is 1 point for Mr. Cow. There we go. And we'll move on to the next one. And yeah, this is going to be based entirely on a point system. So we don't have to worry about, you know, who's getting eliminated or whatever else. It's basically, we go through everybody, whoever has the least points gets eliminated, and move on to the next one. So everyone gets a chance to fight once. Who they fight will vary, but yeah. Alright. So, next, we're going to be going for round number 2 here. I guess ultimately everybody will fight everybody. And there we go. Cow's Mr. 2 is 340 here. So we got Billiards, which is looking like a snipey build. Looks like an anti-missile type setup. Looks like they're probably staying far range and plinking. And then we got pretty much missile dump on the 340 here. So let's go ahead and get this one going. Hello there, Mr. Javelin. How's it going? Actually, come to think of it, what the hell? Why is your team not on here? Hang on, I did a dumb. I'm gonna go ahead and slap them in the background here while all this is going on. I was wondering why it seemed like there was one that was missing. That's why. Because I'm an idiot. Which is fine. It's fixable. This fight is just gonna go on here while all this is happening. So yeah, it looks like they're reasonably accurate. Let's say the missiles have a better... Well, actually, come to think of it, they're interesting counters for each other. This one's a snipey build, but he's not the most accurate thing in the world, trying to hit something very mobile. And then we have a missile build fighting a completely anti-missile setup. It's an interesting little counterplay going on here, but unfortunately, Aos has run out of juice. He's going to take a couple hard hits, but he's still got pretty decent armor to take it all. The question is whether he's actually... yeah, there he goes. He's got his countermeasures up again. I would say if it wasn't for that charge, like this one, I believe was the one that had some interesting energy setup in which they they only had like a 5 or so on, it was either heat or energy, which is typically not something you want to see here. 340 is 340 presence. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Alright, there we go. And there we go. Javelin's team is in here. I cannot believe that I did that. I'm sorry for that. Alright. There we go. Like this. So I should probably explain. It's been one hell of a chaos since yesterday. I've been trying to do a whole lot of different stuff on my end. So when all this was coming up, hang on, this might pause it for just a moment. Okay, it looks like it didn't. Alright, so far, it's still looking pretty neck and neck, but it's looking like, yeah, it's... Oh no, he's still got the handgun here, so he still might pull it back. It's too close to tell. It's too close to tell. I can't see how many missiles he has left. He might be out. So it all just comes down to this handgun, then, as far as whether he can pull this off. Is he going to be able to do it? Yeah, it looks like he did it. He just managed to pull it off, so there we go. So there's going to be one for AO. Go ahead and mark that down on the scores here. Alright. So we got one for AO. Just go ahead and slap this team in here. We'll go ahead and slap you right here. Replace those files. Sure will. Sure will. Now we'll go ahead and speed forward to the end of this here, since the fight is effectively over. Perfect timing for the music to end as well. And yeah, we're going to take a quick moment here to go get Mr. Javelin's team in here. Still can't believe I did that. We'll go ahead and load up that one. The music's going to go janky for just a moment. Or actually, no, it won't. Alright, so first of all, let's adjust the order of these. So let's see, what order are we running in here? Looks like we're going to be starting with 2. These are going to be kind of blind setups, as it were. 3. Looks like 4, 1, and 5. There we go. Run the sorting order? Yes. And we'll go ahead and save that team in there. And this fixes the problem that I was having, in which we didn't have enough folks, technically, so we would have had to do something different. I think it's just there were so many Javelin teams in the menu, I just kind of overlooked the fact that he wasn't there. It happens. You know what? It's a Christmas season. Everything is a complete mess. It happens. The brain is in absolute scrambles. They're in an exact order? Yes. This is what I was saying, is there would be one surprise rule. It's done that way intentionally. I know that they're supposed to be in an exact order, but the idea was that at the last second, stuff would be changed around a little bit to make sure that everybody's getting a fair shake. So yes, that part probably is a bit annoying, but yeah, that was the idea. Alright, so next we got another one of Mr. Cows here. And it looks like your number 3 is going to be Cheapo. So we got a heavy bazooka lightweight. Looks like we're running the energy mid-core here. Versus a heavy bazooka and LX. So it all depends entirely on who overheats who first here. Thought fights were a best of 2, or did I misunderstand? The fights are essentially going to be, everybody gets essentially gets used twice. So it's going to be several 2v2s. Thought that'd be BS squads and LX tanks. Yeah, I have an LX tank and BS squad as well, although mine's the Blader. So yeah, this one entirely just comes down to who hits more first, and surprisingly, ooh, I was gonna say, I'm a little bit surprised the lightweight's pulling this off, but yeah, that tank is not overheating, and he just got hit by a rocket. Oof, yeah, Cheapo gets that one pretty solidly there. So that puts Cow up to 2 points. Alright. Man. Daddy Potato. Yep. Hello there, Cryptic. How's it going? Having a little bit of a tournament today. Alright, so next up we got number 4 here. So we got Quickie. That is the BS quad, the rushdown quad with the MG core. I'm assuming probably some napalms in there as well. Versus, what's AO's number 4 here? Ooh, Hot Strafe. Interesting. This should be an interesting one. So he's got a burn down. He's got a burn down setup here. So he's got essentially countermeasures for getting close, MG, Flamethrower, and Griffin for all the close stuff. I'm not really sure why Broken Tournament. How so? How's it? Well, I mean, yes, I guess we're allowing all the metas, but we're gonna see how this goes. Let's see, Quickie has been in my pocket for a while. Yeah, Quickie's been a competitor before. I believe he actually was in for one of the gauntlets as well, if I recall. So there we go. It's looking like Quickie's getting it so far. He's putting some nice angles on it here, but the Griffin's still somewhat keeping pace. Yeah, no, there we go. He's burned. He's burned. Yeah, oof. Man, he just got put down on the ground in that last one. Alright, there we go. That puts Cow at 3 here. But yeah, what I was saying earlier as far as everybody getting 2 fights, yes, there will essentially be 2 rounds. It'll be 2 different competitors each time around, and essentially we're going by a score system instead of what we did before. It's going to be a little bit more chaotic than usual, but will hopefully lead to a more open setup that we can do a bit more with. So we don't have to keep banning something new every single time. And yeah, it was this one, the Not Gaudy, that I was a little bit surprised how well it did. Especially for a hover. Usually you don't see hovers doing that amazingly, but yeah. So we got 2 hovers here, very similarly built. So he's got the Karn effects here. Kind of always makes me think of Mass Effect, but we've got a very similar setup with very solid upper torsos. We got the Lotus legs, and we got Moonlight and the Not Quite Mars. So let's see how this goes. For the Blader fight, I was very tempted to make the Blade fight count for 2 points, but no, that would have been really busted considering how random they can be. Oh man, interesting. My wife picked out this like cheesecake creamer stuff, and I just tried it in the coffee, and that stuff is fascinating. Didn't want to blade a doppel first. Well, I mean, accidents happen here. Alright, so we've got quick spinners on this one, but he doesn't seem to be utilizing them much yet. You really want to put in those points that make them constantly use their extensions if you want them to spin around like crazy. That's actually the kind of setup that Voctor had going for Father Gull, who we will be seeing later in this tournament. Let's see, we've got the Mars is already falling off here, as they do. It's a whole lot of nothing happening so far. I'm not sure why we've got ECMs going. That will mess with their AI somewhat, since obviously a Blader wouldn't typically have a lot of ECM performance. Though, if I recall, Cal actually had some ECM performance on this particular one. Yeah, they're not even swinging at each other. This is why it was considered a little bit random. Oh, that slight miss from both sides. Well then. This is exactly like it should have been. Alrighty. So what are your guys' bets here? Who's winning this? Let's go ahead and switch the overhead view for maximum dumbness. Oh, nice! Nice. Yeah, it's... Okay, so far, I believe that's... let's see. I believe that's AO... No, never mind. Cow just took the lead. Okay, so we've got 1 vote for AO here. Personally, I'm kind of rooting for AO so that he gets more points, but yeah, AO's definitely got the armor lead for this one. I believe the Lemur 2's there... Actually, no, he has got the Loruses, so he should have the armor and offense lead, because we're getting a little bit of extra power off those Loruses, but so far Cow's taking it. Cow's taking it. He's got some slightly better angles here. It's like a Beyblade battle. It really is. It really is. This is goofy. Not gonna lie. But you know what? Sometimes goof is good. Alright. By the way, this may be kind of a random note, but something I always gotta appreciate about Google Sheets, which I'm using instead of Excel for this one, is just the fact that whenever you try to highlight different cells and put the little borders on them, it doesn't delete the ones that you've already had. because it wants to try to strictly adhere to the rules that's trying to match one thing or another. So yeah, Beyblade cosplay tournament. Oh man, that'd be some weirdness for sure. All right. Yeah, so far it's looking like Cow's got this one. Oh, and he fishes. Oh man, that's just insulting. 4 seconds left to go. He's like, nah, dead though. Alright, so there we go. That is 4 points for Cow, a very solid start. Hard to do better than that. Alright, so who do we got next? Next up, we've got, looks like myself versus... No, AO's already gone. Stop making me fight myself. Looks like Coffee versus Nightmare. Alright, let's do this. Hover legs only or something? Yeah, that could be interesting. That could indeed be interesting. Alright, so my first one here, let's see, it's the Metabus. This is the kind of long-range sniper, like bazooka and Fenrir type setup. Let's see, versus Nightmare. So we're going to be seeing the Unlucky E, and unfortunately, this weight class versus this kind of tank, my money's on the tank. Not because it's mine, but it's, I mean... This is like some Tianmen stuff right here. Yeah, one of the reasons that I like this map in particular, when it comes to that initial first long-range snipe, they tend to miss it. So it tends to be a little bit more... Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, this one's got some pretty decent heat resistance. You still wouldn't be able to stand up to that flamethrower. This one's set up for blades and flames. I mean, I'll be honest, I'm rooting for the little guy here. I'd love to see this kind of build do well here, but it really does not take much to tear through all that armor. Well, hey, kiddo, here you go. How's it going? Going well? Yeah. You had good breakfast? Well, there you go. And yeah, looks like the Metabus takes it, so that's 1 point for me. And let's move on to the next round. If only if it was Gorilla Master. Yeah, I'd say Gorilla Master would be able to take on that one pretty well. The Metabus isn't terribly amazing. It was kind of one of those that was kind of slapped together from whatever was left over of the meta parts. So next is going to be the Lawn Defender. This is... Oh, what's this? Yeah, it's numbers. But we're not going to play with that yet, though, okay? You technically haven't seen that yet. Yep, we're going to put it together later. So yeah, the Lawn Defender is basically what used to be the shotgun build, but then its AI kept wanting to be at long range, so I was like, screw it, let's just slap some rifles on that thing and call it good. So didn't we have a gauntlet or something for Gorilla Master? Yes, we did. So we've got the Heavy Duty, which is, functionally speaking, the same thing but better. So my money's on Heavy Duty here. We'll see how this pans out. Hey, you want your apple juice? Or applesauce, rather? Here you go. What do you say? You're welcome. Alright, so yeah, my money's definitely on the big guy, but we'll see. Despite this guy being smaller, he's actually got some pretty solid defenses. As far as accuracy, I would definitely say, despite this guy using snipers, it's more likely for that bazooka to hit. Because his FCS is still kind of a mid-range, if I recall correctly. So his accuracy isn't super amazing. He wasn't really meant to be at this long of a range, which I'm not sure why he's sticking to. But there we go. He's starting to close the gap, actually. All right, come on, little guy. You got this. Gonna have some little guys winning through here. But yeah, he's got sniper and bazooka. That definitely should be the better setup here. But yeah, as soon as he's getting into closer range, we're seeing some different stuff happening. Oh, but he got the napalm in. Oh, and that did it. That did it. It was close. It was close, but he got burned down at the last second. All right. There we go. Yeah, there we go. See, the kids are going to get Minecraft/Fortnite gifts for Christmas. Good kids. Well, I mean, to be fair, the Nerf guns for all that stuff did look pretty interesting, all things considered. Like, if I was a little kid, I would absolutely be wanting one of those crazy Nerf guns. But, oh well. Alright, looks like we got a... Okay, so we got missiles, and this one's just all about swarms. So this one's bazooka and verticals versus what looks like a grenade launcher, linear, and pistol. Interesting. So it's like a fast heat quad. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, the good old H3, the Burninator pistol, friggin' like 2700 or whatever heat per shot. That had to have been a typo. I always wonder if it was a typo. But it's one of those things, it's kind of like a Tactics Ogre in a way. It's like, I always wonder how many things were actual typos or just put there for flavor. Alright, I think... Okay, this one was specifically made to handle ridiculous amounts of heat, so that actually worked out pretty well for him. But it's still pretty close. I think the quad might take this one. Yeah, even with all that cooling, he's not going to be able to take all that heat. But he's still holding up okay. He's not going into what I would call overheat, or not overheat, but like super overheat, which is kind of like when you get overheated so hard that you just start melting AP everywhere. Oh, there we go. Now he's got it. Now he's got it. Because, yeah, once you overheat to a certain extent, I believe it just turns off your defense entirely. Because they just start taking, like, 1,000 AP at once. It just starts breaking in half. Yeah, and there we go. He's already out of shot. So there we go. That is going to be the first one for Nightmare. Good stuff. Alright. See, Nerf guns can be a bit obsolete. Also, some of those ammos are going to get lost until you realize that you'll be sitting on one of them. Yeah, but then you see the ones that come with like 800 shots in there, and it's like, yeah, at least they're acknowledging how quickly the stuff gets lost. There we go. There's my my favorite, the Matrix Overdrive. Let's see who is the willing sacrifice for this one. It's going to be the Gold Miner, so this is his heavy tank. And, yeah, essentially what we're looking at here is Napalms, BP, and LX, so this is, like, as meta as it friggin' gets, versus a grenade launcher and a Gatling gun. I will say I think this one's already decided before it's even started, but we'll see. See, those aren't ACs, they're ballerinas. Maybe. So you think the heat is intentional since those handguns have low rate of fire per hit and damage? See, yes, they've always had higher heat, but I mean, specifically that one's got, like, I believe 2 times more heat than the one under it, and about 3 times more heat than the weakest handgun. It's just, it's weird. So yeah, the Matrix Overdrive, all it does is just, like, sit defensively and plink with ridiculously busted weapons. Like, this one's, yeah. This is just a cheap bastard in its entirety. H3 is balanced from Soft, yeah. I mean, they've always had pretty busted stuff every now and then. It's like, I think everyone's had that moment of playing Souls, like, oh yeah, this is totally gonna be fair. Somebody, like, pulls out a friggin' knife or something and gets insta-destroyed. Eh, it happens. I'm pretty sure some of it's just there for flavor. And some of it's just, you gotta know the exploits, I guess. Alright, so next is the Mantis. Personally, I'm very happy with how the Mantis turned out. So let's see. Nightmare's got the Wild Hornet. I really love the design on this one. Essentially, we've got all the little Stinger blades all over the place, and I appreciate that he used Stinger's blade for the Hornet. I'm pretty sure that was just for flavor, but absolutely loved that little detail. Doppelbladers, yeah. You deal with it also from Soft? Man, yeah, you have not seen the Ogre Battle series then. It's like throughout the entire thing, it's like, here's a really balanced early game to give you a false idea of how the rest of it's gonna go, and then just the end game is just absolute chaos. Like the PSP game, just replace the bows with rocket launchers, and you're really not that far off. Oh, very close though. Very close. Okay. I'm a little bit surprised he's getting so much damage out of the Taurus there. Oh, interesting. He's actually getting this one. So, yeah, the main... Oh, that was very close. Okay, there we go. There's another one from Nightmare. This is very... it's interesting how we keep getting all these Doppel fights. So there we go. That is me with 3, Mr. Nightmare with 2. So next up, let's see... let's see Vector and Javelin. Alright. Sorry, just taking a couple quick notes here to make sure that it's all in here. There we go. And I'm accidentally hitting the wrong buttons here, and there we go. Okay. So, next up, we got Mr. Vector. We get some initial D for you. I actually can't do that anymore. End up getting angry emails and got a freaking warning for that last time, which is kind of annoying. All right, where is? Did I not save his thingy? Hang on. Actually, come to think of it, I know what we can do. I know what we can do. There's a workaround. There's a workaround. Give me one quick sec here, because I know what to do. All right. See, what we need is like a weird cover of it that doesn't use any of the original assets. So let's see. Let's see if we can get a cover. I need... See, because I tried using the ones from a few of the like power metal covers last time, but it didn't quite work. So let me see. Unfortunately, yeah, most of it tends to get copyrighted pretty friggin' quick. See if somebody made like a SNES cover or something of it. There we go. Initial D, running in the 90s, Psychogenesis Drift Processing cover. Sure, let's do that. Oh wow, that's horrible. All right, I mean, fitting. We'll run this for a second. All right, so we got Cowgull. Oh no. Oh no. The ears burn already. So we got Whatever Pulse Is versus Cutting Gull. Also get an AC music remix for you. This is pretty bad, yeah. You asked for this, Voctor. You asked for this. It hurts. For the blade fight, yes. All right, so let's see what Javelin's running here. So it looks like he's running the lobsters, multi-missiles and lobsters, or tri-missiles and lobsters. I will say, fast-moving grenade launcher probably's got a better chance here. The H3, the kind of weak compared to the missiles, but he's doing a pretty solid job dodging here. I think it's, yeah. Actually, come to think of it, at this point, I think Javelin might have it. Oh, he hit him with a napalm. I didn't realize he had napalms on him. Yeah, no, that might do it. Although, no. Actually, I take that back. He's still got this. You know what? Never underestimate Javelin. There we go. He's got it. It is a lot like Convergence, yeah. This is trash. I hate it. Give me more. That's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. Alright, so next we got the Grill Master. Alright. Next up, let's see. Over on Mr. Javelin's team, we got another mystery, because why not? So we got Killer Whale. And I believe, actually, I think I've fought that one before. Not sure, though. Alright, let me see if there's something else for this. I would play Valhallelujah if I wouldn't get an issue for it. Man, that song is so good. Have you guys heard that, by the way? Alright, we're just letting this one play through. Alright, so Grill Master is the kind of signature bazooka and flamethrower of Voctor's here. This one tends to be an absolute beast. Looks like on Javelin's team we're running Spread Bazooka with Selena's and multi-missiles. So, nice little multi-range setup here. I don't know if he's getting the right angle to pull this off. He's definitely got the firepower. He seems to be surviving this surprisingly well, actually. I'm a little bit amazed that this light frame is taking this much punishment like nothing, but this is close. This is weirdly close. This is closer than I ever would have figured, to be honest. Yeah, okay. Grill Master takes it, but man, that was close for sure. Definitely would say Javelin's team's got a lot going for it here. Like my initial guesses going into this were probably that it was going to be either Javelin or Voctor taking this one, just because they seem to be the best coming up with absolute filth builds. Wait, I pulled up the wrong team here. But yeah, Play something like Sandstorm MIDI? Alright, let's do that. Ugh, it hurts. Alright. Darude Sandstorm MIDI reggae version. Oh no. Or no, you know, let's just... this one's even got Christmas trees on it. Okay. Oh. This is gonna be terrible. This is absolutely gonna be terrible. Okay. Got Flashback Gull. Looks like this is his Filth Quad. Coming in with a very similar setup to that last one, actually. So let's see. What do we got for Javelin here? I don't know why I'm assuming they're gonna get to see it. So Terror Tom. The hell? What is this? Alright. You linked something? Let's see what this is. Hang on. Oh, okay, it's a Nexus Shining MIDI version. Let's do that. But does it come with the awkward, like, Ken doll narration at the very end? Alright, let's see here. So yeah, I think Voctor's got this one pretty well in the bag. This one's got a hell of a lot of firepower to it, but it's definitely meant to be a long-range sniper. It wasn't really gonna outmaneuver that fight. So that one could be chalked down to just kind of iffy matchup. Oh man, this is like a Flash game or something. No, this is, you know what, this is like Armored Core meets RuneScape right now. Play the Panther remix I sent you for the Blades. I didn't get the Panther remix. Where's that? If you want to resend that, that'd be handy. Because I don't see the link on my end. Avramax. Also, I just noticed when you actually load the teams, when you load the slot, it actually loads the slot of the opposite side. We've never done this kind of setup before, so I've never realized that. Huh. See, unlike other meta, Quad's Convergence rarely beats Quickie. We'll see what happens with this one. Okay, so we've got Filth LX tank, and then we've got, looks like a shot... Oh, this is his shotgunner. I remember this one. Or actually, no, it's a little bit of a different one, but this is an interesting one that was surprisingly difficult to beat without a meta for very unusual reasons. But oh man, he gets absolutely crushed. Ouch. Ouch. All right. So now we move on to the blade fight. Moving on to that blade fight. Yeah, that one hurt. That one hurt real nice. All right, and then it just jumped immediately into the the Armored Core tribute album. Well, fine. I guess we'll do that then. So we've got Father Gull, aka the crazy OB blader that just flies all over the place. Might be very difficult to hit, but we'll see how this works out. But Panther Remix is good. Just send me the remix. I don't have it. Okay, and we have Koga. Is it going to use a Venomoth? You did twice. Seriously, I don't see it. Why don't you PM me on the Discord? Oh wait, there it is. Discord. I thought you were sending it on here. Or wait. Post-rock arrangement. Alright, we'll play that after this one. I'm liking this this cover so far. Let this one play out. Okay, actually, okay, fair enough. Now let's get into the bad part. Alright, can you guys hear it? It's a little on the quiet side. Alright. So far, a whole lot of dancing around, not a whole lot of hitting. So, basically, DBZ in a nutshell. So... It's like how dumb this looks at a distance. Oh. I mean, technically speaking, if he never gets hit, Father Gull just wins it, so... It's kind of down to Javelin's cutter here to pull this off. Although, I will say... Father Gull's insistence on not actually attacking anything is probably going to be his downfall here. I mean, we're kind of looking at a situation where he's just almost never taking an actual swing with that Torres. I think he's taken one swing this entire time, and there we go. Now it's on to him. Now he's got to hit it. He got friggin' backstabbed. With all his speed, he got backstabbed. Is Father Gull designed not to blade? I guess. He's gotten cut twice now, and he hasn't gotten a single attack off. He's definitely moving. Also, I love how this this Panther cover here has a friggin' like cat yawning. Because why not? Is the music coming through, by the way? Because the sound levels are completely different in my ears than they are on the actual stream. Okay, just making sure. Well, he's gotten rid of his heavy blade. Father Gull is... well, he's got 45 seconds to pull something off here. Ooh! Almost. He just barely missed his toes, but he took another hit. Yeah, I think Koga might have this. I mean, Father Gull's going to have to pull off a really solid hit, but all he needs is one with that Moonlight. So we're functionally looking like some weird Frankenstein of the Mountain and Viper fight here. If, you know, someone gave the Mountain a whole bunch of meth. But, you know, it is what it is. Anywho. Oh, okay, well, he got one cut off. But it was a very glancing hit on just the very edge of his hitbox. Alright. And yeah, there we go. Looks like Koga takes it. It's over. How do you lower game's volume since there's nothing there? What? It's coming through pretty loud on my end. Is there no game volume on your end? And so there we go. There's one more point for Mr. Javelin. So at the end of round 1, that is currently Mr. Cow leading with 4. Voctor and myself tied with 3. Nightmare and Javelin tied for 2. And AO down with 1. Alright, let's go for round 2 and see what we wind up with here. So, looks like we got myself versus Cow. Alright, let's do this thing. So, just some guy, missile and rifle, versus... is it all over point wins? Yeah, overall points win at the end, yeah. And then if there's any ties, that'll be, you know, tiebreakers and stuff like that. So, versus the Metabus. This could go either way, to be honest. The Metabus is not terribly amazing, but if he ends up getting a bead, then, you know, it's kind of likely to go one way or the other here. Voctor, your Blader lost, yeah. It put on a hell of a show, but we're gonna have to... The thing is, you're gonna have to send some more inspiring music, because clearly that was the issue. So for round 2, definitely gonna have to see that there. Okay, so he's starting to get those rifle hits off. They're not really gonna do very much against a tank of this size, but this is all coming down to whether these this Fenrir hits land. So he's getting some bazooka shots off. Looks like looks like a few of the Fenrir's hit. He's starting to little guy's starting to get a little bit overwhelmed here. It's still very close, though. Could go either way. Okay, there we go. He's almost done missiles. He's got to land all of them and dodge. Yeah, no. There we go. So that is one for some idiot named Coffee Potato. It's weird. He gives himself a name like that. Alright. Let's see. I should have brought in General Bane, but don't want to be filthy. The point of this was to be filthy, though. This is the filth tournament. Alright, so next we got the Lawn Defender. Who's that gonna die against? Alright, Mr. Cow. Oh, yeah, no, the Lawn Defender's just dead. This is like a hard counter. This is a pretty well hard counter here. The other remix you sent. Let's take a quick peek at that. We've got the 4-Answer fan remix. Alright, and... Alright, fair enough. Alright, so far still close. Like, all it takes is a good run of those missiles, but this one's okay at dodging missiles. I will say, I didn't set him up with a missile dodge chip. I figured he might not need it. There we go. The EO might pull him closer, but yeah, I'm pretty sure Cow's got this. Unless something janks up here, I'm pretty sure Cow's got this. Like, he's sort of closing the lead, but his rifle's out of ammo. Oh! Never mind, he landed one of the napalms. Okay. Okay, this could go either way. This could go either way. One more shot to each end. And it's a tie. Huh. Okay, it said Lawn Defender won, but they both hit each other. Game says I won. Okay. We'll put it up to a vote. Put it up to a vote. Is that 1 point each, or is that I won? Because I think that's a tie. Game says you won, you won. I mean, that was, like, down to the frame, though. Who are you tied with points with? Currently with Nightmare. With 2 points. The game can do draws. Yeah, I know it can, but it was like, they literally were 1 frame apart. Alright. Other votes? Other votes. We've got 1 vote for... I got that one. Do we got any votes for tie? It doesn't mean you have to face him. It's the second round is still random. So the only difference for second round is you can't fight whoever you fought in the first round. Could do it again if not sure. That's not a bad idea. What do you guys say? Are we rematching that one, or what are we doing? How many rounds? The plan is 2 rounds, and then a 3rd round for any tied, for any that are tied. Yeah, I like the idea of a rematch on that one, because that does feel like too close to call. Not to mention it's just fun to see these two fight. Alright. Oh no, this is the... No, not the one with lyrics. No, the lyrics are gonna make bad stuff happen. No, go away, lyrics. There we go. Should do three rounds plus tiebreaker. Yeah, you know, that's not a bad idea. Eight-bit AC remixes, alright. Yeah, this one's definitely going more in Cow's favor. See, that's the thing. I think this one literally just comes down to how many missiles get dodged. Because that did feel like it was Cow's point until that napalm hit. Which I guess is still, you know... Alright. We're going over that going over to that for a little bit. I like that. Alright. Alright. Now we go to 3. One more time for the tiebreaker. Alright, let's do that. That's Voctor's team. That probably wouldn't be very good for comparing this. Alright. And then I'll put them in opposite slots for reasons, I guess. Yeah, this is some interesting music for sure. Kind of expecting some, like, Mortal Kombat to pop out of that last bit in the background. Especially right now, dang. Mortal Kombat is basically AC confirmed. There we go. Alright. Now it's going the other way. Oh, and the napalm lands. Oh, oof. Yeah, it's literally just that one rocket. This is why napalms are usually banned. But to be fair, the game tried to ban them itself by only giving you 2 of them for 5 slots. So, you know. They tried. Alright, so I guess original verdict stands then. Alright, now moving on to the next one. Ugh, this one hurts. I think my ears are kind of considering going into a coma temporarily. 8 more times! Well, clearly we need a best 30 out of 45. Alright, so Cheapo vs. Swarm. Yeah, no, this one's already decided. Just play the 4-Answer remix. Ah, we always play that though. That's why I had the Legend of Mana remix in the background. It's so pleasant to listen to. You know? It's just nice. Yeah. This one might be a complete anti-heat build, but LX and Napalm, yeah, nothing's withstanding that. That's just functionally a volcano on treads. Didn't know you always use it? Yeah, this is why I started going for other music, because I literally always just used the same music for these AC things, and it was bugging me. Which, yes, I realize some people do that for years, but would rather, you know, not do that. Filthy, I love it. Yeah, that... See, now we're getting filth revenge here, because I've got the exact same thing, more or less. I feel like this is the ultimate kind of end goal, as it were, as far as just the volcano tank, basically, where just stuff melts in front of it. Oh, this song does not translate well to 8-bit. Yeah. I mean, Quickie still might take it, but I'll be honest, it's pretty unlikely. This one just goes back and fires pure filth. I think Quickie actually did beat this one when we were doing the Gauntlet back in the day, but this is the new version with better turning speed and more disgusting potential. Goodbye. It's beyond overkill. Yeah. That one hurt a little bit. Dark Souls video? Wait, you want me to do Dark Souls now? I mean, I'm pretty okay at that game, to be honest. And I've done level 1 runs of it just for fun. Alright. Not gaudy. Fair enough. Let's do this thing. Ever heard of the Prepare to Die Again / Lordran Remix mod? Or Lordran Reborn mod? I think so. Oh, Dark Souls music? Yeah, we... Oh, you know what we should be doing right now? Hang on. There we go. No, no I don't, Booking.com. Go away. Please stop giving me ads. Go away. There we go. Need some Ornstein and Smo in here. Kind of borked myself with the third 340 fight. Should've just taken the time, man. Yeah, I've got one of those too, Mr. Cryptic. Oh, nice! Okay, not gaudy, cut him right down. Fair enough. Alright, so that is Cow with 2 points, myself with 3. Next up we got... I can't do that one. Next up we got AO versus... Wait. Did AO already fight Voctor? Or was it Voctor and Javelin last time? Okay. So next up we got AO and Voctor. Oh, you know what? We should get some Sekiro music after this. Also, that's the wrong team that I'm selecting here. Dude, Sekiro's got some awesome music. Holy hell. Chiptune more like cheap tune? Well, yeah, that's the point. It's supposed to sound like garbage. You make garbage sound good. That's how you do it. And there we go. We got two very limmy boys with grenade launchers. Let's see what goes here. One's on 2 legs, one's on 4. This is the real contest. AO with Snap. I wonder how much... I believe the main difference between this Snap and the one in Nexus might actually be linear guns instead of slug guns. Which, by the way, if there was ever a thing that was the opposite of the meta, it's the friggin' slug guns. Yeah, Bakker's taking this one. Unfortunately, yeah, that one... it cannot stand up to that heat. Although, then again, look at that. The quad's on fire. Wait a minute, that's the same one that was already having heat problems. Never mind, he is just roasted. Oh, ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Alright. And we're gonna go ahead and turn that off, because that part kind of annoyed me there. Alright, what's this one? John Cena theme MIDI version. Yeah, hang on. Let's click on this playlist real quick. Funnily enough, I have a bunch of 8-bit stuff as well. Alright. You know what? Here we go. We'll play all of these, and then I'll get my playlist off up in the background here. Because then again, mine are mostly covers of, like, Sabaton and Glory Hammer and stuff like that. Need a good old American classic for Grill Master. Fair enough. Fair enough. Cowgirl was originally Dual H3, but didn't have the punch I wanted. Yeah, it's funny. Dual H3 is one of those ones that's a little bit weird to figure out, because it always either thoroughly destroys something or it does nothing. It's like it literally just depends entirely on what the other guy has. It's funky like that. There we go. AO versus Vukta. So this is like a league, everyone versus everyone, kind of. Hang on. Okay, I was confused for a second because I'm like, wait a minute, is that Grill Master? Red heavies versus each other, yeah. I love how they've even technically got opposite color schemes. It's like one little panel apart. But they've even got the yellow detailing. Just slightly different. One's just got her on the joints, the other one's got her on the details. Man. That's a perfect matchup if I ever saw one. It was a sample paint job. It's slightly different. I always like taking the sample ones and just slightly modifying them. You get some pretty interesting stuff like that. It's a shame that the paint randomizer that you got in Last Raven Portable isn't around in this. Okay, so far Grill Master's looking like he's taking this one pretty hard. Yeah, he's an overburn. It's over. It's very rare that you see stuff get out of an overburn. Yeah. Ouch. Alright, we'll put that 1 up to a 2, and move right on here. Ouch. And, well, he went from slightly red to slightly more black. That other part doesn't have the stability optional part. Looks like it. I would say it still would have been a safe bet for him to not have it, though. Just because it still is a pretty reasonably bulky setup. I think stability is a little bit lower on the brick legs here, but still, overall, he still should have had some pretty solid stability. Alright, so we got Bazooka Filth on both ends here. I just love how goofy the BPs look. Like, everything else is always so down-to-earth and everything in the series. Then you look at the BPs, like, just big old friggin' cannon. It's like impossibly large cannon. Would probably snap their friggin' arm off if they tried to lift it. Where's the meat? Well, it's about to be barbecued is what it is. Alright, let's see who gets a little bit more barbecued here. Definitely heavier ordnance on the quad here. The Selenas are going to make a big difference. It depends entirely on if the Mildred can get that chain of BPs going. Because the thing with dual BPs in this one is the AI seems to have that weird timing down where it tries to fire them both at the same time. So they can't get that kind of staccato effect going where it's just like and just like stun lock and stuff. But yeah, no, he's pretty well dead here. Oof. I am feeling kind of bad for AO this round. Alright. Let's Let's go ahead and clear off all the toasty wreckage there. Jeez. All right, small pigeon. Another one that's looking like it's gonna win pretty hard here. All right, what do we got here? We got a burner. I mean, they've got a chance, but they would have to get close real fast. Small, say it right. Fine. It's tiny. It's tiny bird. It's tiny bard. There we go. It's Tinny Bard. That's its new name now. Yeah. Oh, well, no, he's got him on fire, though. If he can land another one of those napalms... Because really, if he landed 2 napalms in a row, he'd actually have that one. But yeah, unfortunately, this one's looking like it's going to be a wipeout. Alright. So Tinny Bard takes that one. And now on to the blade fight. Which, yeah, Father Gull kinda needs to redeem himself after last time. Yeah? Okay, you got it. You got it. What's brother up to? He's over there, huh? Yeah, we're gonna have to turn off these chiptune remixes. What the hell just happened? I'm gonna have to watch that remix. I literally just looked away for a second and the fight's already over. Holy hell. Hold on. Walking distance, 97 meters. Okay, I gotta see this again. And then I got a diaper to go change, because a little guy just walked up here smelling real bad. Alright. Action replay. Goes in, and friggin' mega dead. Oh, man. Man! Okay, you know what? Hello there, level 1 alt. Love how raids and stuff always happen the second I'm about to step away, but welcome to the tournament. So yeah, we're, oh, okay. Man, that was a rough one. Alright, well there we go. My vote is honestly to give AO 2 points for that one. I'm gonna put that one up to a vote. Does he get 2 points for how awesome that was? Because yeah, that was a double parry blade. Like, that never happens. Exactly, fastest parry blade in friggin' FF. That never happens. But yeah, I don't know. If there's no objections, I vote to give him 2 points for that. That was awesome. How's it going, raiding folks? Glad to see you here. See, parry blade divided by 10. Well, I mean, he's got exactly 1, although he's been in 2 rounds. So technically divided by 10, but also multiplied by 10. That would still wind up as 2. Anyway, so let me step away for just a moment here, because I gotta change my son's diaper real quick, so it'll be just a sec. After that, we've got Nightmare versus Javelin. So actually, let's show what that'll look like for just a sec here. Alright. So we're gonna have Pulse versus... Alright, where is Nightmare exactly? There we go. Welcome to the stream where we play a broken game and listen to trashy MIDI remixes. Exactly. Good. I have to run, only 9 minutes late. Alright, well, I mean, sometimes you just gotta get to the dentist. But alrighty. Here, you know what? Let me just go ahead and let this one run while I step away for a second. So, here we go. Tell me how it goes. Okie dokie, hello again. Yes. Oh, ooh. Let's view a fast-forward replay of that real quick. Just gotta see what happened. Even though the entire point is not seeing what happened. It's fine, don't question it. Ah, man, that was one very stanky diaper. That happens when you have kiddos. So, let's see here. Stuff got close range, and all like pew 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 pew. Alright. So you fast forward it a little bit. Oh, okay, that'll do it. That'll do it. Ouch. That'll do it real good. But see, this is, like, I really wanted to see this one succeed. Like, he got really close last time. It's just one of those builds that you can see actually showing up in an arena in one of the normal games, you know? It's like, just the fact that he came in here with small rockets, which just never happens. Just because who uses small rockets, you know? I'm just really glad to see this one succeed, is the thing. So, yeah. He had no radar? Oh, that'll do it, too. Yeah, back rockets, yeah, is it? But yeah, I don't know, I just love that particular one. Alright, so that's one for Nightmare. Okay. Next up, who we got here? Sorry, I just keep second-guessing myself looking at the scores here. Alright, so round 2, we got the Heavy Duty. Versus the other one here. There we go. There we go. Versus the Killer Whale. I still think it's going to be the one from Silent Lion every time, but oh well. I will say, Mr. Javelin, for next time, there's no need to turn them to turn their visuals off. I mean, we're kind of randomizing them before it starts anyway. All right, so we got bazookas, and everyone's got all the heavy firepower. So let's see what happens here. My money's on the bazooka arms. Just because this one's light bazooka and sniper, which will not hold up as well to a spread bazooka. The armor will hold up just fine. It's the heat that'll be an issue. But actually, if they're at this distance... Yeah, if they're at this distance, the heavy duty's got a pretty solid chance here. Don't know how to turn them on? All you gotta do is change your frame skip. Turn frame skip down to 1, and you'll be fine. Or just change it to 3. Like, basically, if frame skip's an odd number, it's fine. If it's an even number, it won't be. It's weird like that. Yeah, Heavy Duty takes it. Yeah, he's getting ECM'd and everything here. Alrighty. Or, yeah, just turn off frame skip. Either one works. But you gotta load it up to know for sure. So yeah, Nightmare kind of catching up here. Alright. So next up we got the Hidzi versus... Wait, that was already Nightmare. Sorry. Getting all turned upside down and all that. Versus Terror Tomato. It might be Terror Tom, but it will be the Tomato. Attack of the Robotic Tomato! Regulus Inspire. There we go, Hitsy. So we got Heat Pistol and Grenades, and we got Sawa and Fenrir. So we got Long Range Melting versus Close Range Melting. Let's see. Ooh, there we go, getting some Sawa hits in. Surprised we haven't seen the Fenrir fire yet. There we go, we fired one and missed. Alright. This one hasn't had a win yet, so it'd be kind of cool to see him get it. And looks like he's getting it so far, but now that it's close range, the game's changing a little bit. He's starting to get burned. If he runs out of energy here, he's got nothing going for him. Personally, would have stuck some of the energy regen extensions on this one. I mean, its turning speed is already beyond piss poor, so at this point, you might as well make sure it can still fire. Because I think that's what happened here. I think its heat just got overwhelmed. Yeah, there he goes, and he's not able to charge back up now. Yeah, there we go. He's coming in with all those light explosions. This one's an interesting build, because if he basically if he survives the initial one, he's got pretty solid chances of making it to the end. But he does not have that initial push. Oh, and there we go. He might still... He's actually back in the race now. Back in the fight. Oh, and that Fenrir shot. There we go. So that is... it's one for Javelin. That was a nice last second snipe there, but yeah, definitely would have stuck some energy regen on that one, because with the build like that, you kind of got to expect that it may get overwhelmed with heat pretty early on, and if it can't fire, it can't catch up, so that kind of condescending sounding stuff. Yeah, very close though, very, very close. Alright, so we got the Gold Miner. What do we got on Mr. Javelin's team? That one kind of makes me think of, what's it, Seventh Heaven from Soundline. Alright. So I don't know what's giving me the headache, the cannon sound effects or the MIDI. They're both very likely to be doing it. Alright, let's see what else we got here. Yeah, if you think you've got a headache already, let's go ahead and, what do we got here? Yeah, let's listen to some Blind Guardian covered in MIDI. Oh, man. It shouldn't be, but it is. It's like my favorite song ever, and covered in the worst way possible. Big. There we go. See, I'm not gonna sing. It's not gonna happen. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Alright. So we've got a shotgunner versus kind of what I would describe as a light tank. It's interesting. It's interesting. He's got like a linear cannon and machine gun here. So I'm not really sure what he was going for. It's like raw DPS, but only against light things. Kind of. He's got the grenade launcher, but he doesn't seem to prefer it. Like the chip seems to tell him to go for the linear cannon first. So my guess is he was hoping to go for an early overheat or maybe ground a heavier unit and then go for the cannon to finish it off. I would kind of do that in the opposite order, personally, just because the big grenade cannon has a bigger chance of doing it. But I guess if it's playing defensively, it could be doing a little bit better for Plink. But yeah, it's definitely an anti-light light tank. So there we go. See, like, when it comes to midis, I personally just like seeing how they pulled it off. Like, this song in particular, has anyone heard the original version of this song? Out of curiosity. Like, who here is a Blind Guardian fan? Yeah. Nightmare's doing pretty alright this time. Not sure? Yeah, so it's basically this 15-minute long epic about, well, just kind of about the Odyssey, specifically about the Iliad, I believe. But yeah, even though it kind of doesn't sound like it the first few times you listen to it, it's kind of the running theme with Blind Guardian. It's like, the first few times, it's like, what the hell did I listen to? And then the more you listen to it, it's like, wow, there's just so much nuance in the background and all that stuff. But yeah, this song, I just had to have it on the list because I was like, how on earth did they pull off this crazy song with MIDI? And the answer was kind of. It is exactly kind of. I kind of want to go back to the Legend of Mana Music, to be honest. We'll just put that one up to a vote. Alright, let's see. I guess we're all just going to circle around each other then. So, I'd figure between the two, like, they're about evenly matched as far as power goes. I'd say Koga's looking like it's got the better blade defense here. At least less likely to get a, like, fully hard hit on here. Oh, never mind. He's got a good little slash there. Just almost music. Ah, that would have been the perfect head stab right there. Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, there we go. There we go. And that's why you want to have a quad stabber. That is why you want a quad stabber. Like, I think somebody was running a tank stabber, but quads just do it so well. They tend to have a lot of good angles they can attack from. Like, bipeds have the advantage of a wide arc when they swing. Reverse joints have the advantage of nothing, because they're just not the best bladers at all. Funnily enough, they actually got a pretty solid advantage when it came to like 4th gen and things like that, because they got this interesting like little mantis swing going on. which made it so that you could end up getting much better hits if you had 2 blades and everything. But yeah, no, in early gens they definitely were not the best for blading. But quads though, they get plenty of mobility, they get good angles, they get decent speed for actually going in and getting a stab. Like, personally, I'd say they're probably my favorite on that one. Praise the day. Whatever. I'm not gonna sing. And we're dancing. And we're dancing, and we're dancing. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, if we're just gonna be flying around, fine. Fine, we're just gonna do this. No. No, go away, Masterclass. No, 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 no. Get your ads out of here. There we go. Feels like we need a faraway camera for this. We need more shirtless volleyball. Highway to the danger zone. Alright, and yeah, Nightmare takes a pretty solid one that time, I gotta say. Nightmare's actually coming out pretty well on top after that round. Alright. So current scores as they stand, which by the way, that's feeling like it's a bit too loud, so there we go. Current scores as they stand, we've got AO with 3, Nightmare with 6, Vector with 7, ProCow with 6, me with 6, and Javelin with 3. Alright, and now it's time for the final round. Alright, looks like we're starting off with Vector. Red line overload. You can do to get as hard as you can go. Nobody showed up for me singing. Okay, so we got... have we had Vector vs. Cow yet? I don't believe so. Should just let you stick with 2 rounds? Alright, I think we're gonna go back to actually tolerable music for a little bit. Because this is, this hurts. There we go. I think we've accomplished our headache quota for the minute. At least for now. At least for now. Alright. So we got Heavy Bazooka, or rather we got the Bernie Bazooka versus the All Ranger here. Like, this guy's just the epitome of I want it to be every range, to be honest. We got the rifle for mid-range, we got the mines for close, we've got the hydras for long. Just, it really makes me think of if what they described, what's this? If they described a crossback from AC3, except if it was actually honest. Ah, well there we go. Vector takes one. Wait, Cow wins this either one? Well, fair enough. That was lost on me for a second. I'm like, what do you mean? He technically lost that one. Alright, Grillmaster. Alright, Mr. Cow, what do we got against the Grillmaster? Just some guys kind of like a player AC? It is. But, like, for how the AI can understand it. But I just love the, I don't know, I just love the design of that one. There's some of them that are, like, it's just enough force to pull off what they need. Like, they take, like, low to mid-power weapons and just manage to make it function heavily. I love that kind of stuff, personally. Number 340, medium rare stakes. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. Because we've got one that technically should overwhelm a missile build, but we've also got a pretty speedy missile build that can kind of outrun his flamethrower for the most part. Oh, just barely dodging it. He's just, like, doing matrix dodges under that flamethrower there. But man, that anti-missile is just eating all of these. Jeez. Friggin' anti-missile doing extra work today. Alright, Alright, come on. Come on, 340. You got stuff. You got stuff. Did Koga win or lose? Koga won, I believe. And yeah, I guess I'm with the flamethrower at the last second there, so that's 2. We'll say Voctor's lead's looking pretty hard to keep up with at this point, but we'll see. And yeah, right now we're doing final round of Voctor versus Cow. Alright, flashback goal. Like, basically right now, Cow needs a three in a row here to catch up. Which, versus the Cheapo here, yeah, no, the Cheapo's got this. Darn you non-meta ACs, why you no win. Yeah, let's see, can lose the next 3 and it'll be a tie between Cow. Yeah, it's looking like it, but that would be interesting. I want to see that happen. I want to see that happen. I want to see the final tiebreaker. Oh, there we go. You do it, Cheapo. Oh man, this is this is murder. There we go. That one was decided before it even started. Alright, next up, what do we got from Mr. Cow here? The next fight is almost the same. Yeah, Small Pigeon. Or I'm sorry, he's Tinny Bard. Although then again, yeah. Wait a minute, have we not had this fight before? Are you sure? I feel like this has happened before. Yeah, this is almost certainly going Voctor's way though. Although he just needs an overheat. If he can get one overheat with those, come on, Quickie. You've beaten this kind of thing before. Yeah, all he would need is a single overheat, but yeah, he got wrecked pretty hard there. Alright. And finally the Blade Battle. Now whoever's on 2 gotta face him in the tiebreaker. We'll see. We'll say not Gaudy's more than likely going to take this one, though. Given what we've seen so far. Father Gull might be funny, but he's apparently not had the best track record for staying alive. Now let's just put it on fast forward for the hell of it. Everyone else put LX tanks in slot 4. It seems that way. To be fair, we re-rolled where they all are. Ooh. I don't even know who's winning right now. I think Cow is winning? It's hard to tell right now. As soon as somebody hits, we'll know for sure. But this is why I put it on fast forward, because it feels like every time that Father Gull's involved in a fight, it has to be in fast forward. I still have no idea, because they both just took hits. But I think Cow's winning this one. Yeah, Cow's winning it. I think. Like 90% sure, but then still second-guessing myself here. Alright, so Cow has, I believe, finished off every other opponent he's fought against, so let's see if he can pull it off again. Double fast forward! Eventually the fight ends. You know what's worse than LX Tank? LX Beyblade. Alright, yeah, Cow won that one pretty handily. I mean, I'm tempted. Okay, well, that wasn't like the severe wipeout that it was last time. You know what? You know what I think it should be? Going forward, let me know what you guys think of this, and we can take a vote on whether we count this now, but going forward, What do you guys think about with the Blade fight? If the Blader wins, they get 2 points. Like, if they actually finish off the other guy, they get 2 points. If they just win, they get 1. Tiebreakers, Blades only? Fair point. Fair, doable thing. So yeah, how does that rule sound for everybody? Because I think all of them have been... Yeah, I think cows have been the only ones that have finished them off. Or actually, no. Who else finished off who else? Ballerina's put on a good show and maybe take off the weapons at this point? Maybe. AO finished Father Gull. Okay, so that gives 1 more point to AO, 1 more point to Cow. So there we go. So I think we're going to go with that rule, because that sounds fun. That sounds like a nice, fun reason to give people a reason to weigh, like, chip damage against the actual finishers. Alright, so that's that fight done, with Boctor and Pro Cow tied for that round anyway. Boctor's still leading by 1 point even after that. 1 more point Cow? Okay. Sounds like a plan. Okay, so, final, let's see. Looks like we got AO versus Nightmare. Have we had that matchup before? I don't think we have. Killed 2 with Blade. Yeah, because the last one you got an extra point just because of the freaking awesomeness of that fight. Boctor is currently leading with 10 points. Alright, so AO and Nightmare, let's do this thing. This is the least fitting music imaginable. So we've got railguns and all sorts of things. Record of late, putting a roll in would make it a tie. No, actually, you're still ahead with 1 point. Alright, hard to call this one. I'm gonna say the quad's got the better odds, if he can get a beat on, but the other one's definitely got the heavier firepower for sure. If he gets, like, mines and thrower off... Ah, man, this is close, though. This is super close. Oof, okay. Alright, there we go. AO takes 1. This music fits the quad shooting the innocent biped. Yeah, very innocent. He's just trying to murder him peacefully. He's just trying to murder him with hugs, you know? Alright, Billiards. Fitting name for that one. And for Nightmares versus Hitsy. Okay. Wait, what? Yeah, versus Heavy Duty. What am I saying? Yeah, these two are very similar builds. My vote is on Billiards, if I were to guess. Speed through some of these intros a little bit here, because I do want to make sure that this is done within the next hour, so... He's got to get ready for them Christmases. Okay, Billiards is taking it so far. He's got a napalm off on Heavy Duty, but he's recovered. Looks like Heavy Duty is pulling stuff out with that bazooka, though. It's pretty inaccurate, but he is getting those occasional toe shots. Might have a chance to pull this back, though. He's still got a chance. Billiards is out of his big shots on his left. So he's onto his self. There actually is a pretty decent chance that Billiards might not actually have enough shots to finish this fight. Because he should be, yeah, he's about halfway through his linear shots. His self should be almost out. And given his current accuracy here, he might not... Well, no, he's got 4 napalms left. He's got a decent amount of that self left. I take that back. He should have enough to finish this if needed. What the hell is this? Nope. There we go. Let's just put it back to those initial amazing themes. Did the stream break for anyone else? Not on my end. Alright, AO wins another one. Know this music? Yeah, this is Legend of Mana. Actually, come to think of it, you were the one that sent me this. Remix, aren't you? Alright, next we got Mildred. I hear someone else screaming in it as well. Wait, what? What are you talking about? Who's screaming? It was a cursed remix? I mean, I know it switches to lyrical stuff around the middle part, and then it goes to some of those weirder themes towards the end, but the beginning's got some of the really good stuff. Alright, I think Mildred should have the upper hand on this one. Yeah, decoys aren't going to do much good, but those bazookas, though, are just punching holes, man. There's a gag where a streamer I know was putting screaming singing in that track? What? Why? Like, jokes are jokes, but sometimes that just seems bizarre. Alright, so that's another one for AO. Braxton, don't even think about it. Son just pours his snack on the ground. My dog's like, oh, did Christmas just come early? There's a lot of animal crackers and Cheerios for me. Alright, we got Hot Strafe, who currently is standing at a pretty iffy record there. Alright, where's the Gold Miner? I'd say the Hot Strafe has a chance here. That's funny. See, okay, by the way, have you guys heard— no, hey, no, no, no. Better not see that again. Go! Now! Sorry, puppy's trying to take my son's food. Anyway, so there was this— I don't know how many of you guys keep up with news of, like, the whole Fallout 76 thing. Honestly, I never ever plan to play that game, but it's just funny to see how bad they can drop the ball every single friggin' week. It's practically its own show at this point. But yeah, the latest one was some kind of hack that somebody figured out, that they could more or less just run up to people, just point at them, and steal their entire inventory. And so some guy apparently made a stream or some such of him going around and just more or less robbing 500 plus people. They're like, oh, haha, it's funny, but it's like, you're kind of just pissing people off, though. It's like, you probably could have cut it off at like 10, or would have been, you know, they made their point. But 500? Right, Nightmare's light tank wins it again. I gotta say, that light tank is doing a pretty solid job. Actually, must have been onto something with that build. Right, and onto the Blade fight now. It's a comedy game. Yeah, it's amazing, though. Like, the only reason I mention that is, like, at that point, you're kind of just kicking a dog while it's down. It's like, somebody that's stuck with the game up to this point must have really had some patience for it. But yeah, no, it's a crap show for sure. It's impressive, really. Like, you really almost gotta want to achieve it at this point. Oh, we went for that quick finish. Didn't quite go. Okay, there we go. So the quad got his first one. Oh, but they're both getting cuts in. I don't even know who's who at this point. I think this one's AO's. I think this one's Nightmare's. I'm not sure. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I think he's got Permablade. Oh, no. Oh, man. Get this guy the blue pill. He's got— or whatever the hell that other one is. Oh, he dropped his right arm part. Or no, he didn't. The question is, does he actually get full Permablade off this? I'm just going to keep the camera on him just so we can see if it actually hits or not. Like, I think this might just be a visual glitch, but in the mainline games, whenever this happened, it would just get stuck like that, and that's it. Ooh! Yeah, that light blade really cannot, yeah, definitely can't underestimate the light blade here. I really like this Hornet build here. It's like, especially the fact that they went for a Stinger blade, they went for the little light Stinger parry blade as well. Like the theme, like the builds, definitely seems solid overall. But here we have a Delicate Quad fighting a Wild Beyblade. Yeah, well, I don't know. He seems to be doing a pretty okay job. Alright, let's speed this up a little bit. Oof. I'm kind of unclear. Oh, yeah. Okay. Never mind. Actually, the Hornet's the one that's losing. I was completely off on that one. If they ever do make a remake for this, I hope that they just have the names of them during the fight, because it's the whole like Grid 1 or Grid 2 thing is kind of weird, especially if you're doing a bunch of repeat fights. So intense, yeah, right? The funny part is that at any point the quad could just get a double hit off, and it'd be a double deal. No, child, no, no. We are not tearing any wrapping paper, and the Card Effects Hover wins it. All right, so that is, I believe that's AO's, isn't it? Just want to double check real quick. So yeah, AO is actually... He just takes a, Well, gets a good bit of points ahead here. Alright. So now the final fight is between myself and Mr. Javelin. Alright, so we got Metabus versus... Who's next on the list? God, I love this OST. It's so consistently amazing. Okay, so the completed totals so far are AO at 8 points, Nightmare at 7 points, Voctor at 10, Cow at 9. So far as Voctor's winning it, and then we'll come up with a first, second, and third place after this this matchup is done. Alright, yeah, Metabus getting a little bit overwhelmed here. This could still go either way. If he hadn't missed a couple of bazooka shots ago, I believe he would have taken that one. So that's one more for myself. Alright. Next up, we've got... And Middy's at 10. What's Middy's at 10? What Middy's at 10 are we talking about? Child, why do you have your mom's pillow? I think there are 2 I haven't fought yet. Oh, final round, me versus Middy's? We could do something like that. Alright. So, Lawn Defender definitely has the range advantage here, but this one looks like it's going to get in close. If he starts getting those bazooka shots in, this is all over. Yeah, I'm kind of happy with how Lawn Defender turned out. This is the one that had all those issues with being a shotgun build. It technically was OP as hell, but it didn't want to do its actual gimmick most of the time. But just kind of made for quick recovery and getting back into stuff. So just kind of changed it into a kind of rifle build. And there we go. Ends up taking that one out. Huh, alright. If I get one more, then that is tied for second place. Which is weird, because I slapped this team together in, like, friggin' 20 minutes. So it's just like, let's go take a bunch of build... It's basically the Cow's approach. It's like, let's take a bunch of stuff that kind of sort of worked before and hope for the best. So far this has turned out pretty alright. Oh, child! No. No. We are not picking stuff up and crushing it. You are not Mr. Crushinator. See, we're doing an AC cosplay version of this tournament. So what, we just all meet up somewhere and just punch the hell out of each other, or what? Or just like friggin' chuck tissues at each other in the case of some of these things? It's like no, it's just you get friggin' 9 tissues and then a live grenade, and then just whichever one lands first. All right. This one I'm almost certain is going to Javelin, because he's just basically got the punchy energy build. This one's pretty much anti-shell and anti-long range, which is just going swimmingly. I mean, it's going better than expected, I'll give it that, but still. Like, it's holding in there. If any one of these missile flurries were to actually... Wait, what? What? Very what? Okay. Sure. I mean, I don't get it, but sure. At the last second, that one just kind of turned around after the missiles disappeared. Why not? Okay. Alright, if we need more middies, then okay, we'll have more middies. There we go. Let's hurt our ears a little bit more so that we just never appreciate Christmas again. Okay. Though, to be fair, family events are probably enough of a reason for that. Anyway, Matrix Overdrive. The champion. And Jay's Christmas. Coffee in the first fight. No, I am currently tied for second place. Let's see, Pulse didn't fight, it was Killer Whale. Hang on, what? This one didn't get to fight? Currently I'm at 9, but... What do you mean it didn't... So, wait, the first fight was a mismatch? Is that what you're saying? Okay, if Pulse didn't fight, then I'm taking away one of mine, and then we're redoing that. This one's over before it's begun. Goodbye. Goodbye, Mr. Javelin. Fight Kyle's mismatch. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna take away one of mine, and then we'll redo that one, which is fine because I can just basically do nothing then because this one's already, yeah. That one's already done. And then as an exhibition match, we can do everyone's LX tank. All right, so let's see. Jacko looking LX tank? Kind of. Okay, I see what's going on here. Well, actually, no, I don't. It's fine. Well, here we go. Let's just do this. That one was just the end of the 9-ball theme. Oh, God, this one's nauseating. Alright, what else do we got here? Because this hurts. Alright, what else do we got here? I thought I had a metal cover, or a MIDI cover of 6969 in here. Apparently not. Alright. And then we got the blade fight next. It's one that you want to talk about speed. Yeah, I guess we can't have a single AC tournament, or a single AC anything without talking about speed for you. Gotta love those English lyrics. Are you at 10? Yes. Which is making me hope that this one is a loss, because I don't want to win it. Alright. Where is it? Koga. Alright, let's do this thing. Oh, it's just not very good. Okay, let's make that go away. See if anyone recognizes this. I should just make a collection of all kinds of weird 8-bit crap and just see who can guess what it is. Just turn this into a trivia show. Seemed kind of fitting for what we're looking at here. Especially if Koga ends up winning it. Close? Like, he literally just needs one cut here to win it. Yeah, so this quad, by the way, is... I figured they'd be taking trades, so kind of an interesting thing that I noticed is they would get stabbed from the side a lot. So the side shields seem like a pretty solid idea for taking trades. Ooh. He almost got him with the Mars. That's not actually the Mars in this game, but screw it. It is forever the Mars in my brain. Plus the Mars just sounds cooler than whatever the hell it's called in this one. I always love that naming convention, like when they just gave them really bizarrely cool names. Made them easier to identify. I think Verdict Day was probably the biggest offender in that regard. But they're just like, let's name everything as a serial number, except for the Kurosawa, that kind of gets to keep its name. That's the Neo. No, it isn't. This isn't from friggin' Neo. Does no one else here listen to NSP? Alright, so this is fascinating. 4-shot pairing blade is Neo. There we go. There we go. Sorry. For a second there, I thought you were talking about that Neo. Anyway, or the Neo, or something, as it's probably called. But no. It's always the Mars, to my mind. Friggin' 3rd gen all the way. Early 3rd gen, rather. Oh, going for that extra last-second thing. But there we go. He takes one. There we go. So that means that as of the final round, the scores are AO at 8, Nightmare at 7. Let me just pop these totals downhill. We've got Voctor with 9, or actually Voctor with 10. Just make sure this is all right here for a second. So for some reason I couldn't find my buttons, which is weird because I buy them every day. We've got Cow with 9. We've got myself with 10. And we've got Javelin with 4 somehow. That's unexpected. Alright, so I guess we gotta have a Voctor Potato situation here. Yeah, I'm not really sure how that came out. That's not what I was expecting at all. Huh. Weird. Okay. So, we got Cowgull versus Metabus. This one's already decided. So we'll just let Metabus sweep this one. So if the difference is 1 point, then it's a tiebreaker between... Let's see. Okay, if the difference is 1 point, then it will be second place to the loser. If the difference is 2 points or more, then it's a tiebreaker with Cow. Sounds fair? Yeah, Formula Front, exactly. I thought you were just here. Formula Front's some good stuff. Should be told this game's really underrated. It's pretty darn fun to do. Alright. And the Metabus takes it. Alright, there we go. And yeah, we're putting weird, crappy chiptune in the background because why not? Apparently we're just doing this now. So isn't everyone fighting everyone? I would if there was more time, but we can't make it perfect, so the idea was 3 rounds. Well, originally the idea was 2 rounds, and then we pushed it up to 3 rounds for the sake of more variety. I think 2 rounds, I think 2 rounds might be the kind of golden spot there. So you've been falling in and out of sleep, honestly, don't even know how I got here. Well, alrighty then. Currently, you are in some weird type of robotic purgatory, and we're here to let you know that explosions are fun. So, there you go. Welcome to your weird afterlife. Stuff is slightly different than expected, but that's that's just kind of par for the course. See, problem for you from the raid? Yes. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Alright. Wait, is Lawn Defender... Okay. Technically speaking, the Grillmaster should have every advantage here. The BP alone should be enough to overpower this AC in its entirety. But his shots keep missing, so there's actually a chance for the Lawn Defender to catch up here. Yeah, if he runs out of BP shots, well, then he's still got the advantage. This is almost certainly going to him. Yeah, there we go. I'm making up the stream noise. He's got hurt. No one ever dies. Yeah, unless it's 5th gen, then just everyone dies all the time. Armor Crew's really fun to watch live. Dang straight it is. It's just fun to watch, fun to play. It's a shame that we don't get more of it. Which, by the way, actually, before I forget, there is something I need from y'all. If you have not heard, FromSoft is actually low-key kind of looking for interest in the AC series, specifically in a remake. So I put a link on it yesterday. Let me see if I can find it again. But basically, just go in there, let them know you're an AC fan. Thing should translate automatically. But yeah, it's late 3rd. Man, I would vote for just all of 3rd gen. I've said it before, but kind of my dream, more or less, is just all of 3rd gen remade as just one thing, where you could just go pick whatever rules or balance you want with the hardcore mode from 5th gen. Alright, Flashback Goal takes that one. But yeah, so go on that one, let them know you're an AC fan. It's technically about Metal Wolf Chaos, but they do specifically have a question of like, I like this thing because I liked AC. They don't actually check if you bought it, so you can just go ahead and tell them you did. It's fine. Yeah, Metal Wolf Chaos is pretty baller. Ooh, we're gonna have the Alex Showdown anyway. Yeah, it is in Japanese. Just auto-translate that mess. Alright, hang on. I gotta take some crochet needles away from my son. 1 sec. Alright, and back. Alright, so has Matrix Overdrive won this yet? Dang straight he has. So, as requested, this entire tournament is coming down to a blade fight. As it should be. So I expect your Alex tank to beat mine, then we settle this with the worst 2 bladers in the tournament? Dang straight. Alright. There we go. You wanted your... Well, are we doing this to Dinosaur Laser Fight, or are we doing this to the John Cena theme? Let's just take a vote here. Actually, this... Yeah, never mind. Dinosaur Laser Fight does not last long enough. Let's put the John Cena theme. What the hell is this? My god, Voctor, what the hell did you send me? Voctor, gotta have some words, man. Alright, come on. Insta-kill. Do the insta-kill. Oh, dodged! Dodged like a pro. Oh, it was you? Okay, fair enough. Alright, come on, come on. You got this! Sent for memes, yeah, this is... It somehow feels like a fitting end, but, you know, it is what it is. Alright, come on. Come on! You got that stab. The one time that, the Father Goal actually attacked. He pulled off the winning slash so far. Alright, so he's already out of his parry blade. We'll say any stab from... Ooh! Alright, they took a good trade, but I'm happy with that trade. So that's the thing, the side shields will definitely take the edge off of a Moonlight. He's taken about half what he probably normally would have. Alright. Back to Dinosaur Laser Fight. So the second half of the fight, my guy gets to get motivated. Also, you used the wrong blade there, Mr. Blady Man. Another mating ritual. Yeah. Guys, we need to make our own fake film guide and write a script for John Cena versus laser dinosaurs. I mean, isn't that basically what Blood Dragon is? It's the Stinger Blade, not the Moonlight. Alright, fair enough, whatever. Then the laser shields do nothing. To be fair, I really don't know that laser shields do anything in this particular instance. It's kind of unclear what the hell they do. Declare Koga the strongest? Well, I mean, that's like your opinion, man. Alright. Depends, can the spider get a stab off? Oh! Ooh! Spider takes the lead! Alright. Or Mantis, whatever. The Mantis takes the lead. What now? What now? Actually, no. Please go ahead and kill it, because I don't want to... It's like, if he wins this, then I'm just going to get, like, notices of it was rigged. There's the option viral YouTuber in that sheet. Oh, crap, that's close. 33. 33 between them. Lenot, Gaudy Blade, Gull, and Koga. True, true. Oh man, we should let Gaudy decide this. I can't believe how virtual YouTubers became a thing not only in Java, but this thing's creeping out. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of that stuff's weird. Huh. Alright, well, I mean, technically I won it, I guess. It was not supposed to be this way. By 33 AP, no less. Alright. You know what? Let's finish this off proper. The fight between second and third place comes down to a blade fight between Cow and Voctor. How's that sound? How's that sound, guys? Terrible on parry blade, but it's so fun when I finally land the hit. Yeah. Man, never try, like, Napalm Rocket and parry blade. It's a very frustrating run. Only if he finishes? Yeah, so here's the thing. So as it stands, right? Technically I won, which sucks, but whatever. Anyway, so it would be a 2-pointer if he finishes. If Cow finishes off Gull, he takes second place. And then we have a fight for first place. If it's a regular, just like, timeout, or if Voctor wins, then he takes second, and yeah, or something. What am I supposed to do with that thing? Where do I say that I want another AC to annoy them more? It's the did you buy Metal Wolf Chaos? Just tell them you did, and then they'll have an option of like, yes, I bought it because I loved AC so much. I kid you not, that's an option, and it's like I'm just spreading the word everywhere. Like, here's your chance. They're gonna have friggin' Devolver step in and remake AC, which would be amazing. Oh! Oh crap! See, where do I find FromSoft House? Where can I threaten the developers to make another mecha game? I think we gotta actually make the series profitable first. Man, the funny part is I'm sure they'd be doing better if they paid even some attention to their Western audience. Watch them remake the wrong AC game, like AC4. Yeah, the ultimate storyline that everybody wanted. But they just remake Ninebreaker, which, to be fair, I'd be okay with them remaking Ninebreaker. Or they just, like, remake Phantasma. Oh! Well, I got the Moonlight off. I'm voting... I know that... Okay, if this whole thing... If these tournaments were wrestling, like, Voctor would always be one of the villains in it. So I always want to, like, friggin' bet against Voctor here. But I'm kind of hoping God he pulls it off here. It's unlikely, but it's worth a hope. Or just remake AC5. Oh, please no. I know a lot of people wanted that ported to PC, which, okay, that'd be cool, but... I mean, the multiplayer maps on 5 were pretty awesome, I'll give them that. The multiplayer was great, but the single player was some of the most disjointed nonsense you'll ever see. So from what I see, Westerns or anyone else in total don't like mechs. People have seen one of them like an illness. VD with VMAPs, yeah. See... I don't know. I think my favorite part of 5th Gen was seriously just hardcore mode. They had some interesting moments, but it's just the whole jumping mechanic. It was just... I don't know. It always felt like... I always called it like Spider-Man syndrome, like... It's a superpower or an ability that's just... You know that in some circumstances it's absolutely worthless. Like, in the other AC games... Like, 1st to 3rd gen, it was, they are completely landlocked, their weakness is water. Cool, that's fine. Then 4th gen came in, they're like, they can hover in the water, it's no problem, no big deal. They can fly wherever, which, I mean, cool, that's cool too, whatever. And then 5th gen comes in, it's like, their weakness is not, I mean, they technically fall into water, but they can hover on top of water, but their weakness is now flying upwards, but they can also permafly, but only if water's involved. Like... It was weird, you know? I don't know, it just seemed janky to me. But I loved all the little side things. I loved hardcore mode, loved all of the all the little gadgets and stuff they put in. Ran out of chips. Okay, so there we go. Final verdict. Somehow I won. No idea. We've got ProCow in 2nd place, and then we've got Voctor in 3rd. So that's the tournament. What do you guys think of the rule set? I think this was fun. I think this worked pretty well. What, hey? What do you mean, hey? Am I missing something here? You won? Oh, right. Sorry. Voctor in 2nd, Cow in 3rd. I'm sorry, guys. I'm tired. Anyway, so yeah. So technically, I think mine shouldn't count, so I would say, like, there we go. The music came in a little bit late, but that's fine. So we've got Voctor in 2nd, which should be 1st place, and then we've got Cow in 3rd, which should be 2nd place. But then who'd be in 3rd? Let's see. And the actual 3rd would go to AO. So there we go. 'Cause I don't think host gets to count. I just was in here for the hell of it. So I think this works. Then land a single parry blade. What do you mean? You completely iced that one guy, didn't you? Or was that AO that got that one insta-kill? I forget. That was AO? Okay. We'll be hearing more about I forgot the potato was a good streamer. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Try my best. You know, life's chaotic, but try to fit this in when I can. But yeah, so So yeah, whenever we do more of these, I think this format can work. So as far as the rules go, I will say that yeah, 3 rounds seems to be good. It feels good. It's the right amount of time. We have enough time for a few extra fights there. This is actually with a few rematches and a few little hiccups here and there. So yeah, it feels like the right length of time. Gives a good little mix of points. Gives people a chance to make a comeback if they got weirdly matched up or something. Yeah, another version of this where we could just make cosplay ACs would be fun. Make us even stick to one game. Yeah, that's been the problem with the series. They keep wanting to do different stuff, and there's nothing that everyone can agree on. Like, FA was probably about the closest that it got, because it was honestly really fun to remake ACs. Like, probably one of my favorite things was just like, as much as I hated Evangel, I loved that AC, and its remake, like, a lot of its parts could transition pretty well to FA. So, I had a team that was basically that one, a remake of Sweet Tooth from Twisted Metal Black, a remake of the Hover Car from Vigilante 8. Oh, what's up, Mr. Mans? Alright, but yeah, the kiddos want to do some extra Christmassy stuff right now, so gonna go ahead and head off here. But yeah, if they did make a remake of just like all of 3rd gen that everyone could agree on, that'd be pretty baller. I don't know what the odds are, but something for the community to rally around. I've been saying that for like a year and a half now. It just needs something that isn't contentious. Like 5th gen wanted to be that thing, but then they changed the movement system, and then it, Anyway, so thank you guys for stopping by. I hope this was fun, and yeah, we'll see what TBM thinks of this format. I think 3 rounds works. Last fight as a Blader is pretty fun. I feel like that was a nice little way to make it not take itself too seriously, because then even if somebody's gotten wiped out all the rest of the rounds, they might still get a win just off of weird fluke. It's just fun. So yeah, we'll go ahead and cut it off there, and you guys have yourselves a fantastic Christmas, and or other relevant holiday if you're, off for your Chris Mahana, Kwanzaa, friggin' worship a totem pole, I don't know. Whatever you're up to, enjoy it. Enjoy your winter coldness. Take care.